I'm Spencer,
I'm Max.
and we are camping with the Brewsters. We're missing the wife right now. She's at work. But I know you saw the thumbnail, portable toilet poop face. And you may be wondering what that is. So I want to go over that. I want to show you what it is. Have we experienced that?
Yes, I had a pee fake once.
You had pee face? Anyway, maybe you're new to flushable portable toilets, especially for your camper vans and stuff, or your small campers. Technically, in the camper van, we did a lot of dispersed camping to start with, because we built out our box truck to honestly be a tent on wheels. That's what I wanted. I was always used to tent camping. So what I did is we got one of these, we built the box truck, and these work well for dispersed camping. In fact, if we go dispersed camping, we're still going to use this. It's just a 5-gallon bucket with a toilet lid. You can get the toilet lid on Amazon. I will actually link that here. And you can get some disposable bags to put in here, and they are biodegradable. So what you do is you use your bathroom. I would not fill it up. We usually done it about once every day to 2 days, and that way it's not full. 3 days you would be getting a little too full, and I don't trust them bags that much. In fact, we would double bag ours. Again, the bags are biodegradable. Make sure you get the biodegradable ones, because we don't want plastic out there. But the biodegradable ones, they'll break down pretty much as quickly as the poop will break down as well. You take your shovel, you dig you a hole. I like digging mine about 6 inches down, and we used that for a long time. But when we went to where we're doing a lot of hookups, to where we've got either partial or full hookup, or we've got dump stations and stuff like that, to some of the campgrounds, we went to a portable toilet. Now, I don't know if you can see it here, but we've got the warning. I actually printed this out. It had, and I will show you, right here it had a sticker, but I'll show you the picture right here. And in that sticker, it just got all nasty and dirty just after a couple times. So basically, I scraped this off, and I used, I just took a razor blade and scraped it, and the residue left over, WD-40, spray it, let it sit. I just took this off. This is very easy to come off. You can take that off and clean it pretty good. It's got a lot of sweat on it right now. We do keep ours filled with water. We wash ours out. We keep this thing filled with water. But what happens here is it pressurizes. Now, it doesn't pressurize so much with just water in here, but it will pressurize when you pee and you poop in there, because your pee and your poop lets off a lot of gas. So when it lets off a lot of gas, it's going to pressurize. And on this, it told you how to do it. But that's something you have to get used to, and this is why I put this warning on top. It says warning, and then it says number 1 through 6. It has your steps, and it says pull front handle. Your front handle is right here, so I'm going to pull it. And it wasn't pressurized at that point, but if there would have been poop or pee or anything like that, with the gases building up in there, it would have been pressurized. However, it would have popped underneath. Basically, it would have popped up and would have hit the lid, not my face, or not Max's face. And there's nothing more like poop face when you're on a camping trip. If you don't know what that's about, welcome to camping. But then number 2, it says to pull the handle. I'm going to close it back because there's water in here. Number 2, you open the lid. Number 3, you do your business. Number 4, you close this lid on number 4, and then number 5, you flush. So it's got this little pull-up flush here. You just pull it up, and then you flush it down. And when you do that, it does just like a toilet, and it flushes down. Now, if you can see, I don't think you can see it. I'm not going to be able to show you right here. But there's water in the top. I'll have to drop it down. That's why you leave this open. You flush it. And we do twice. It says twice. And then you push the front handle in. And when you do that, you have a nice, clean toilet. And that's what we want. We want to keep it sanitary. We want to keep it clean. We take like baby wipes, and if it does have a good explosion, because sometimes it can, you do your business a couple times, and then Maybe you go off for the day and you cut your AC down. We typically don't if we're plugged in, but some people do. We don't drop it down as cold as we have it at night, but during the day we still keep it at like 75 in the camper, so it's not that bad. But a lot of people just turn theirs off, and if this gets warm with your stuff in it, it can have a good explosion. So what you want to do is you want to follow those steps. I highly suggest printing this out or buying one printed out. I have a machine, so I printed it out myself to where it has the warning. It has all this on here, and even in the middle of the night when I get there I see that warning, I'm like, oh yeah, I've got to pull the handle first, that way it doesn't explode my face, because there's nothing like cleaning poop face while you're camping. It's no fun, is it?
No, it's even though you're careful enough to not have poop face, but we'll still do it.
Every once in a while you mess up, it still does it. So that's what poop face is, and what I want to do is I'm actually going to take some saran wrap. I'm going to saran wrap in here. We're going to pressurize this. Not that hard to do. We're going to pressurize it. Now it's clean. It's just going to have regular water in here. And then we put I put a powder in there to help it smell better. They make a bunch of those. I'll do a review on that as well. But then we're going to pressurize it. I'm going to put the camera down on it, and I'm going to let you watch it pop. Alright, so let's get to that. Basically, we've got our toilet, and we're going to mimic the explosion. And the best way that I know how to do this is we're basically going to take baking soda and vinegar so we can build up some pressure. And we're going to take saran wrap. We're going to put the saran wrap over the top. And then what that should do is that will build up the pressure in here. We'll wait for a couple minutes maybe. It shouldn't take long to build the pressure up at all. And basically what I'll do is I'll hold on one side of the saran wrap. Max will hold on the other side of the saran wrap. And then when I pull the thing, I'm going to set the camera so it's right up on top, hopefully. And then when we do that, we'll be able to make this thing explode. Alright, so I got the camera set up above the toilet. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open it. I don't know if you heard it then, it had a little pressure in it then. A scoop of that. Another scoop of that. Let me set that scoop elsewhere so we can wash that. Let me set my baking soda off the side so we don't get it contaminated.
What does that mean?
We don't want nastiness in the baking soda.
Oh!
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the vinegar down. In fact, I'll let you watch it flush here. We'll flush it. And we'll try to wash some of that down. See how it flushes when you push the handle, which is pretty cool. We like it. Now what I'm going to do, this is brand new vinegar bottle, so we're going to open the vinegar bottle, maybe. There we go. Alright, now. Alright, close it. Yep, close it. Nice and tight. Make sure you click it. Oh, I didn't click. There we go, it clicked. Alright, now it should build up enough pressure for it to pop. Right. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to pull it. We're going to see if it pops. Alright, you ready to do a countdown?
3, 2, 1.
There it is.
I couldn't even see. I'm like,
See all that splatter on the saran wrap. And back it up and get it to focus. There it goes. So you see all the splatter on the saran wrap right there? All that splatter. Now imagine all that being basically poop water on your face. So that is what poop face is. So to avoid this, again, if the toilet lid would have been down and you would have pulled the lid, it would have still burst, but it'd be on the bottom of the lid, not in your face. So to avoid poop face, that's what you need to do. Alright guys, so I just wanted to show you that. It's a fun little experiment for me and Max for sure. You know, it's kind of like building your volcano. We did it more of, hopefully, a learning experience for those of you guys, so you don't get poop face. You don't do like we've done. You don't want poop water all in your face. And the reason it does, so if you were standing straight up, it wouldn't be a problem. And I know you can't see my head right here, but I can't reach the handle from here. So when I'm here, I reach the handle right here, and all of this, when you're looking down at the toilet and you pull this handle, it splatters, it goes right in your face. I think it was the first time we were using this, and we had been hiking, and I had to go. I mean, I had to go. I'd been kind of holding it the hiking trip, I think about halfway up the going in. Halfway through, I was like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And we were, I think it was 2 miles in, 2.1 miles or something in. And then, so we had another 3 miles basically. So a mile further to go in. And it was kind of a crowded trail, so I couldn't really do it on the trail. And then another 2 miles back out, plus the time to see the waterfall we were going to. But you know, I was able to do whatever, but by the time we got back, I was like, yep, gotta go, you know. Wasn't thinking about it. Open the lid, pull the handle, and all that poop water
came in your face.
all up in my face. So it's happened a couple times. But hopefully my experience will help some of y'all not forget that. And don't get frustrated at it. It does what it's meant to do. It does it really, really well. It's easy, especially if you're going to start camping in some of the nice, the RV parks. We do have a couple RV parks that we really, really like. And then we have some other ones that have full hookups. And it's easier to dump into the full hookup with your little dump thing back here. So you just pull that out, you unscrew that, and you've got a button to relieve the pressure as well when you're dumping it. But you can't get to that up here. You have to pull this top off and do that. But we just want to kind of educate you, if you're looking at getting one of these, to avoid poop face. Because the bucket works for dispersed camping for sure, but a lot, you know, the RV parks, you can't just dump your bag into the dump, or you're not supposed to dump your bag into the dumpster. They don't allow that. So you want one of these to go to the RV parks, and again, there's a lot of nice RV parks. So hopefully that helps, hopefully that educates you, so you don't make the mistakes we've made. I highly recommend the warning. Getting this thing printed out, I highly suggest this. It has helped us out, because every time I lean down, I see the warning, I'm like, oh, I gotta stop, let me do this. And then I haven't had poop face since. After I put that warning on there, it hasn't been a big deal. Alright guys, this is Camping with the Brewsters. I'm Spencer and this is Max. We'll see you on the next video.